Hello and welcome to Monmouth in Focus, a program about the services and functions of Monmouth County government. I'm Cynthia Scott, your host for Monmouth in Focus. And today we are joined by Freeholder Lillian G. Burry and Marion Zielinski of the Lieutenant Dennis W. Zielinski II Memorial Foundation. Freeholder, thank you so much for joining us as well. And Mrs. Zielinski, thank you so much for joining us today here on Monmouth in Focus. Let's start off with you, Freeholder, and about the donation drive that you recently held. Second annual donation drive?
It's becoming an annual one. This is the second year.
Okay.
And we were very successful the year before. And I must say, it's because Marion Zielinski, who is with us today, is so inspirational in her mission. Her mission being to make the troops that are serving abroad and their families more comfortable and appreciated, if you will. And that's the whole purpose of the drive, is to let these people know that we really appreciate their sacrifices, so that they're ensuring our liberty, our freedom.
Right.
And we shouldn't forget that.
Of course. No, never forget that. And we'll get into the details of the drive in just a bit. But Mrs. Zielinski, let's talk a little bit about the memorial, how it came about, and share some wonderful things about your son, Dennis.
Dennis was a West Point grad, and as a West Point grad, he was a second lieutenant. After he graduated, he went to Ranger School, and he was stationed at the 101st Airborne Division. And he is a Rakkasan, and that's very important to people that serve in 101st. He was deployed almost immediately after he completed Ranger School. And unfortunately, on November 19th, 2005, he was killed in action.
So, obviously, that pain never goes away, but in a way to deal with it and to also help other parents who've lost children, you decided to create this memorial fund. And like the Freeholder said, to help the troops.
Yes.
Because they sacrifice so much for us, the troops, the parents, the family members. And so how did it start?
It was actually started by family and friends. I was still hurting. I wasn't sure whether it was a good idea or not. And we started out with the Run Walk, which is coming up on November 10th at the PNC Arts Center. And it was hard in the beginning because I was not wanting to live anymore. That's not who my son was. And he would be angry at me if he heard my saying that constantly. The best way to assist our troops is to honor those that gave so much, the ones that were killed. That honors their brothers and sisters at arms. So we send boxes to the troops. I spoke to Lillian about joining forces because she's a powerful woman in Monmouth County. And when she talks, people listen. So I spoke to her about it, and she said, I want to do that. So she began this collection, and it netted over 100 boxes being sent out to our troops serving overseas in Afghanistan, Africa, Kuwait. So it was so successful, it just amazed me. And then she even got the students from MAST involved, and the Colts Neck. They were both junior ROTC programs. She got them involved. Many of those students are thinking about military. And I thought it was important for them to go and learn, about the boxes that get mailed to the troops. The government does not supply everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and these drives are huge with overwhelming support.
Absolutely. We started in September 16th, and concluded it October 16th. And on the 17th, we packed it. And when I say packed, I'm not kidding. And Marion did make reference to the students at MAST as well as the ROTC group at Colts Neck, and they were remarkable. And just their enthusiasm, they got right into it. And would you ever forget the lines of merchandise and things? And they were there packing away. So it really meant a lot that they were so much a part of it. And we have done it this year, and we had 15 sites that
Wow.
we put the boxes at, and people did respond. In addition to that, we also requested monetary donations if people cared to do it, and a number of them did come in. The most outstanding one was from the Colts Neck Business Association. They presented me with a $500 check. This money goes to postage because it did cost
Yeah.
us $1,800 in postage money just to ship these
Sure.
boxes, and then came from lesser donations from, I would say, ordinary people, and sent to me, of course, made out to the Dennis Zelensky Fund. And I'm inspired by
Yeah.
it. So,
And they also write handwritten notes as well
yes.
to the
Yes.
troops, which really is priceless in a sense.
What's incredible about the notes is the fact that many of these warriors have no family backing.
Yeah.
And they hang the notes in either their shoes or their, wherever they are housed. It depends on what country they're in. And they hang them up because they're written by children that are thanking them so that they know that their sacrifice means something.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And our state police also assisted,
Yes.
didn't they, Marion? Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And that's incredible because when we started the Memorial Fund, it was 14 years ago. We were 14 years younger, and the colonel of the New Jersey State Police has assigned a unit to assist us when we need help moving boxes, because my husband and I physically cannot do it
Right.
anymore.
Absolutely.
So,
It's grown so much. Yeah.
now, the funny thing was when Lillian was packing her box, she wanted it for a girl. And she made
She made it
sure
pink.
that everything in there was going to
yeah, it was
go to a female soldier.
female oriented.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that was enjoying just watching her enthusiasm for the spectacular job that she did in arranging all of this. It was 1 minute you were crying and the next minute you were laughing. And when I was watching her guard her box, I had to really smile. And, it touched me so deep.
Yeah.
And to know that all of this is going on for my son.
Absolutely. He's certainly left some sort of a legacy, huh?
Yes,
I mean,
he
really,
has.
what a incredible way to salute your son, as well as all of our men and women in the military who have died fighting for our freedom,
Yes, freedom is not free.
and those who
Yeah.
are right now
Yes.
overseas fighting
Yes.
for our freedom. God bless them all, and you both as well for such a wonderful effort with like I said, overwhelming support. So let's keep it going.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yes.
do that.
Number 3 coming up next year.
Yes, exactly. And we'll be here next year talking about number 3 too.
I hope
Thank you
so.
both so much.
Thank you.
And for more
Thank you.
information, the website is
www.runwithdennis.org.
.org. All right. Thank you both so much for joining us.
And thank you for having
Thank you,
us.
Cynthia.
And that is all the
Thank
time
you.
we have for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. I'm Cynthia Scott.